Hi everyone, just going to take you through our next week of program in preparation for the Sydney to Melbourne run. We are 4 weeks away from heading off to Sydney, where we'll head up there for a couple of days earlier, get settled, have a little bit of relaxation before we get into the real grind of running all the way back to the Performance Club. 1,000 Ks in 10 days, 100 Ks a day, all to raise money for the Holler Foundation, which is really kicking off in a really hard way in terms of donation, sponsorships, money raised. I'll take you through the 12 hours of power, which we've got on Friday, but we've already raised nearly $6,000 just for that Friday event, which takes our tally up to about 28,000 already, and we haven't even started running. We're 4 weeks away. So some amazing news in terms of major sponsors that jumped on for this run as well. So there's all things happening in terms of Holler, in terms of everything we're trying to do in terms of making a difference in the mental health space, which is what it's all about. So I'll take you through some of the stuff for this week in terms of what we're doing. We are 4 weeks away today before we jet off, drive up to Sydney in preparation for our starting day on the 18th of May. It's getting real now, it's getting close. We've had some amazing sponsorship news in the last couple of days, which has been phenomenal, with New Balance jumping on as a major apparel sponsor. So we're going to be decked out, all our staff, support crew, runners in all New Balance from top to bottom, which is going to be unbelievable. And obviously Ford have jumped on, West Point Ford have jumped on again, supplying us with cars. So the support is there. The Holler Foundation and everything we're doing in terms of raising money for Holler is growing. Really kicking goals towards our first Holler event on the 2nd of June with Tom Boyd speaking with an amazing guest panel as well to bring awareness and education on mental health. So all things are happening towards this run. This week we're going to try a few different things out. So we've got an IV drip today from the IV Society. Chelsea's coming down to give some vitamin B, a booster for energy and fluid hydration. She's coming on the run from Sydney. She's at the moment recommending that, see how we go with it, but every second day we'll get on the drip straight after the run. So after we finish the 15 hours or whatever it takes us to get through the 100 Ks, straight on the drip, get the fluids, get the hydration back. So that's one thing that we're trying straight away for the next 4 weeks in preparation for the run. Also been trying New Calm, which is a sleep app, which is going to probably be used during the breaks on the Sydney Melbourne run. So maybe 60K in, put it in for say 10, 15 minutes, have a little bit of a shut eye, it gets into a deep sleep really quickly, and then we get back into the running. Also going to see LJ, the osteopath in Altona. She's been looking after all the runners, and again, a major sponsor. She's also coming on the run with us, so again, a major supporter of what we're trying to do. So going to see her, making sure we're staying on top of the body, which is super important coming into, again, the pointy end of what we're all been working towards. Weight is still the same, so sitting about 86 kilos. On the weight where we've got, in terms of nutrition wise, again, massive news. Muscle Chef have come on as a major sponsor of the run, so they're supplying all meals for us. Muscle meals, all meals for all us and all the support crew for the whole 10 days. Unbelievable to have them on board as our major sponsor, one of our major sponsors. So this week's training program is a class on Monday, a strength and conditioning class on Tuesday. That's 2 days off running. Then we're going to hit a sort of a 4-day block, which is going to be a good, replicating what we're going to be doing in Sydney. So Wednesday, we've got a 22K run, and we've got a class, strength and conditioning class as well. Thursday, going to be running a 42K run marathon with a couple of our staff at the Performance Club who are doing their marathon or half marathon, a part of the TPC event, which is to help raise money for the Holler Foundation. Also do a class early morning before that, so 4 a.m, get up and get at it. And then Friday, we've got our 12 hours of power, like I said before, 150 Ks in 12 hours, which is a 4:55 pace for the whole 150 Ks. It's done in a relay style, so we'll go for 2.5, come back and rest. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously, it's a lot harder after you rest as well, but it is still that sort of steady pace. So we'll see how we're going after about sort of 30 Ks of that. Again, we've raised over $6,000 for
12 hours of power, which is fantastic, which takes our tally up to about 28,000 for the Holler Foundation. Saturday, going to back that up with a 30k run before classes, so that's a big day. And then Sunday, a 16k run to finish off a really solid week, a solid end of the week, with a really slow start to the week. So again, we're under 4 weeks before we head off to Sydney. Now it's time to get cooking and get ready to rumble. So thanks for tuning in again for this week's program, and keep an eye out for our next YouTube episode, which comes out in the next coming days.